Now, I did a video a while back regarding the true performance, the native performance, the non-DLSS ray tracing performance between the 5090 and the 4090. And of course, that was based on an article, and I don't know how accurate that is, but hopefully it is fairly accurate. We will have to wait and see until reviewers get a hold of these 50 series video cards and actually do some tests all across the board in benchmarks and in games to truly see the performance differences. Now, you are going to see massive gains in the 50 series video cards when it comes to using technologies like multi-frame generation and DLSS and AI and all that kind of stuff. When you are using the 50 series, or according to a lot of stuff that I've seen, that is the case. Now, if you don't use these technologies, like, for example, DLSS, and I don't generally because I find it to be blurry and just off a little bit, it's not much of a difference. It's around 30% between, for example, the 4090 and the 5090. So is that worth it? Is that worth $2,000 extra US for the 5090 if you were to upgrade? And that is the MSRP. That might not be the actual retail cost, right? That could be $3,000 US, and I'm in Canada, so everything that is $2,000 in the United States, time it gets here and time you buy it, it's around $4,000. Maybe not quite, but pretty darn close to it, and who knows what it would cost in other countries. So that would be a massive upgrade. If it's only 30%, that upgrade cost might not be worth it. I know, to me, it would not be worth it. If it was maybe 60 or 80% faster native true performance, then yes, maybe it would be. However, if you have a 4090, you can play pretty much every single game on epic settings, at least 2K. No problem whatsoever. Now, this article here actually goes through some tests that were done with the 5090, apparently, as well as the 4090 and AMD's 7900, as well as the 4080. So let's have a look at this. All right, so this is Geekbench, and they did OpenCL and Vulkan tests on the 5090, the 4090, as well as the RX 7900 XTX from AMD, as well as the 4080. So the differences here in performance, while it looks like using Vulkan, it's anywhere from 26 to 37% faster. That would be the 5090 over these video cards, and I will link you to this so you can go over here and see all the details about it. That's 37%. That's pretty good. OpenCL, however, well, not so much of a gap. I mean, it's really bad. It's 6.7 to 15% faster. So, the 5090 is not pulling ahead. Certainly, it's not pulling that far ahead when it comes to the 4090 in OpenCL. So, again, we're going to have to wait until reviewers get hold of these video cards and do some real-world tests in games and in benchmarks, and actually see how much faster, for example, the 5090 would be and the 5080. Now, I would be only interested in getting one of these cards. I wouldn't look at, the 5070 Ti video card, I think, would be a great option if you are on a budget and you are maybe upgrading from a 30 series video card. But I would be looking at the 5090, and if it isn't that much faster than the 4090, natively speaking, without all these technologies, I wouldn't be interested in upgrading. Maybe I'll just hold out, and I probably will, for the 60 series video cards and see what they are like as well. But I suspect the focus then will still be on technologies like, for example, multi-frame generation and DLSS.